Hello people, this is my Chelsea versus Southampton review and the game which took place yesterday, and we obviously won 1-0. And it was a very good performance. So getting to my predicted lineup, I got it wrong, but I got the formation correct. It was a very I can't remember who said this on my live stream for my preview, but someone said that we should go with Eden Hazard, Willian, and Pedro up front, and they were very. That was a very good lineup prediction from them, because that's what Conte went with. But long story short, I'm going to give you what Conte actually put out on the pitch yesterday, on the Stamford Bridge pitch. Excuse me if I'm a bit slow. I've just woken up, but we went with Courtois on goal, a back three of Aspilicueta, Christensen, and Gary Cahill. The two wing backs were Marcus Alonso and Victor Moses, I believe. And the two central midfielders, the starting central midfielders were Bakayoko and N'Golo Kante. And the front three, as I've just said, was Willian on the left, I believe, Pedro on the right, and Eden Hazard up top. Getting into the game, it was a brilliant performance from everyone. No one was below an 8 out of 10 in my opinion. Watching the highlights on Match of the Day, I think that we dominated the game from minute 1 to minute 90. Southampton did have their spells in the game where they could have scored. However, they only had 2 shots on target, but they were fairly dangerous chances. They were good chances in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, Southampton are a good side. They just, in my opinion, I think that they just had an off day, because they did frustrate us in the first half. But as the first half went on, we were looking more and more likely to score a goal. And in the 45th minute, Hazard gets chopped down as he was running on the goal towards goal. I can't remember who it was who chopped it down. I think it was Yoshida. That was a bad challenge from him from behind, and I think he got booked after that. And Marcus Alonso takes the free kick and he scores from the free kick, and that secures his 10th goal for Chelsea in the Chelsea shirt. And I think the majority of them are free kicks, so that's a brilliant stat for him. He actually has more goals than Alvaro Morata, which is strange, but it doesn't matter, because as long as we're contributing to goals. So that was the first half. And getting into the second half, we went all guns blazing, like I said we should, or like I said we needed to. And Southampton were lucky to just lose the game 1-0, because Eden Hazard had the ball in the back of the net, and for me, it was ruled out for offside, but for me it wasn't offside. I mean, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, who knows? But for me, you have to give the benefit of the doubt to the striker who's running that at a fast pace, and the striker was actually Eden Hazard. So I think for me he was unlucky. And also in the dying minutes, Alvaro Morata wins a free kick. Willian takes it quickly, and Fabregas receives the ball from Willian. I think it was Jack Stevens. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Jack Stevens pushed Fabregas in the back, and as he's trying to shoot the ball or pass it across goal, the ball he kind of stumped. He how do I describe this? He kind of his body flies forward, and he mishits the pass or shot or whatever it was, and for me that should have been a penalty. So Southampton were very lucky to have lost the game by only 1-0. But in my opinion, it was a very good performance. And one thing that we really started doing was we started to take more and more long shots, which is something we needed to do, because we can't just waste energy on trying to break down teams who just pack out the midfield and just leave 11 men behind the ball, which is what West Ham did, and that's why we lost that game. But as Ian Wright said, don't let anyone fool you. Chelsea are doing some good stuff at the moment, and to be honest we are. And like I said in my preview, we deserve to be second, because Man United aren't really at the races at the moment, in my opinion. And yeah, I got my prediction wrong, but it doesn't matter. As long as the Blues get the win, who cares? It was a good performance, and that's all we ask of them. You can't win every game, so fair play to the boys. I think that everyone deserves a pat on the back for the performance yesterday. And onto the Carabao Cup, where hopefully we get a win against Bournemouth. My preview for that game will be out tomorrow, and just to give you something before I tell you in the preview for the game on Tuesday, I think it is. I'll have to be watching it on Chelsea TV because it's not on TV, which is annoying. And that's another thing for another day. Man United always being on TV. But we were unlucky, and yeah, let's get past Bournemouth. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and I hope that you enjoy my videos. I shall be doing more very soon, so like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And peace. And lastly, but certainly not least, come on you Blues.